Hi, Tori.
Hi.
Wait, let's get these words out of our mouth.
Are we live?
What's up, Tori Scott?
Hi. It's so good to see your face.
So good to see your face. It's been quite a minute.
It has. I even did my makeup and hair just for the occasion.
I did too.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Are you having a martini like we discussed?
Yes. Cheers. Are people watching?
Yeah, we've got some folks watching. Oh my goodness, they're excited for the show. Chuck Simpson says, "Hey Vakaya, thanks for the Saturday entertainment."
Yay! Oh,
Tori and I practically live in different countries. I mean, she lives in Brooklyn and I live in Manhattan. So
I know. Oh, I can't wait to go back to Manhattan one day. One day.
Hilarious and sad.
I know. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. I'm so glad people are watching this.
Me too. I mean, it's the last time we performed together was on, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the Vakaya River Cruise in Europe.
Yeah. It was it was a wonderful trip. It was really, really great. It feels like a lifetime ago. Seeing the world. You know. Oh, good. Yes, people are watching. Hi. All right. I hope they're drinking up because I mean, what time do you start drinking, Brandon? I think this is a good thing to like let people know in this new world.
I'm old-fashioned, like the conceit, not the drink, and I like to start around. I like to think I start around 5, but at our house today, it's my roommate Kellen's birthday. And we had breakfast at 1 p.m. with mimosas, so we've been drinking since 1. But does time even exist anymore?
I know. I just try to create a schedule so I don't start drinking until like 4.
Do you have a schedule? Do you have a whiteboard with your schedule?
In my head, I'm like, okay, I wake up in the morning. I'm like, do I get up now? Is there a reason to? And then sleep for a while, and then I say, you know what? It's 4 o'clock.
Cheers. I don't even drink martinis that often. I made one in your honor because I know your show drink of choice. I know.
Oh, well, should we get this thing started?
Yes. Will you croon us a tune?
All right, let's do this. I'll start with
Tori Scott.
Let's go a little Bette Midler. How about that? Do you wanna dance and hold my hand? Tell me you're my lover man, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? We could dance under the moonlight, hug and kiss all through the night. Oh baby, tell me, do you wanna dance with me, baby? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance with me, baby? That's right. All through the night. Oh, baby, 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 tell me, do you wanna dance? Oh, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna got you. Dance with me, baby. Please dance with me, baby. Ooh, dance. Thank you. Well, I hear your roommates clapping too. It's like
I know, my roommate's clapping. I actually live in my kitchen. I have like a little studio / kitchen in my house. So if you just go over here, that's where my studio. I love that song. I love that's the opening track of my favorite Bette Midler album. So
I love that song. I was gonna show everyone my cat, but she hates my singing. So she leaves the room.
I saw a comment I thought you'd like. While you were singing Do You Want to Dance, Roy Schmidt said, "Ooh, yes, I have a new knee and I'm ready for dancing."
I know, Human Contact. Do you remember Human Contact? Well, you live with your boyfriend.
I don't actually. He's just crashing with me and my roommate. So it's 4 gays under the same roof and a cat. So it's been
4 gays quarantining. Sounds like a new porno.
Don't cry for me, Quarantina. It seems like only a year ago, because it was almost a year ago that I was drunk dancing with you in a Speedo to a wonderful day of dancing that was DJ'd by Lady Bunny.
Yes.
For what I was talking about, but
I love Lady Bunny. I miss going into Manhattan. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss taking the train. I don't remember the last time I took the train. I have a Metro.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, tell that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've been watching all these movies in my downtime and finding everyone and everything attractive because I'm in such need of contact. I watched Harry Potter.
Can I tell them what you texted me today?
Oh yeah.
Tori Scott, we were having a rehearsal for this, and Tori Scott says, "Brandon, when all this is done, I'm going to need to find myself a dominant top."
Yeah, no, like a power top. When this is over, that is my mission. If you know a power top, a straight but LGBT ally power top.
You never know. He's out there.
I know. But, so I'm in need of human contact. And I was thinking about being in Manhattan, back in the old days, and remembering those moments, those New York moments. When I was on the train, I was kind of minding my own business. And I was looking down at my phone and I could see that someone was watching me, Brandon, when you know that there are eyes on you.
Oh yeah,
people watching you. I look up and the guy across from me is checking me out, and I was nervous at first because he was homeless and masturbating, but I have to tell you that when that initial shock wore off, I was impressed. Because again, I need a power top. I like a guy who goes after what he wants, know? No games, no dinners, no teeth. Dear, when you smiled at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphony. Zing went the strings of my heart. Your eyes made sky seem blue again. What else would I do again? But keep repeating through and through, I love you. I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope you will never depart. Dear, with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine, sing with the strings of my heart. And I realized most people probably would have just moved cars, but I positioned myself under an air vent. I didn't want to lose that spot to cool off. And honestly, at this point, we were in this thing together. With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair held high above my head, I went to lose a jelly. Our arm in the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his shit-stained jeans, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, and I counted to 10 again. Come on, everyone at home, you know the words. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped up on my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Clock, clock, clock went the wheel. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, I grabbed hold of his sleeve with my hand. And as if it were planned, he stayed on with me and took his breath to stand with his hand holding mine till the end of the line.
I'm like, so I was cackling. I mean, I had to mute my vocal mic so she wouldn't hear me cackling during half of that. How much of that is based on truth?
My mom is watching.
No way. Raylene is watching.
Raylene. Cheers to Raylene, everyone.
Raylene. I met Raylene at one of your shows when I wasn't playing and Jesse was. We sat next to each other at Joe's Club.
Oh, she's so wonderful, and she's so supportive, and she's all the way in Texas, hopefully drinking along with all of us.
I mean, it's a help. It is.
Oh,
you know, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I figured out how to see. I'm not good with technology, so I figured out how to see the comments. And everyone, you guys, thank you so much. Cheers to everyone. Let's try again. I have an entire shaker filled with martini.
Yes, Jim O'Leary. Raylene is her mom's name. It's real name. That's her mom.
Raylene's her name. I'm a gal from Texas. She grew up in Florida.
Amy McKenzie says, tell Jess her cousin is watching.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Jess is my roommate who is in the living room right now and graciously stopped streaming Scandal.
So that we can have the bandwidth for this. We need the bandwidth.
Brandon, why don't you do a number for us?
All right, let me get all situated. I'll sing you a song. I work at Marie's Crisis, which is a piano bar in the West Village, and we've been doing piano bar live streams on Facebook that are very, very popular, it turns out. And somebody actually asked me for this song last night, and I hadn't thought about this song in a long time. And so I pulled it out, and I forgot how much I like this song. So I'm gonna sing you. It's a bit of a ballad, so I hope you'll bear with me. But and I wish that you could harmonize with me, but even in 2020, our technology just isn't there yet.
I know there's too much of a delay, which is why we're not doing harmonies. Sorry, everyone.
Next pandemic. I can't even make that joke. All right. I'll see you in a second. Here we go. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me, always fool me, and I can't react. Games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. Though you have suffered enough and warred with yourself, it's time that you won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time.
Oh.
Hey, friend.
Hi. That was wonderful.
I'm really sweaty now. I can't turn on my AC because it'll make too much noise. So
I know. It's the price we pay as performers in front of our laptop.
It's definitely not the martinis.
Yeah. I have to refill mine. Hold on.
You have a shaker?
Oh,
you are a professional.
How many martinis can we drink in this short of a space?
I only made the one. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Wait, are you kidding?
I can say the F
word. You don't have a shaker full of like extra?
I don't have a shaker full of you're right.
This is insane. No, I have like a full shaker next to me. Listen, it's times are insane. So
it's hard.
Wait, I think we should do a drink. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers and drink. I mean, I'd love to think that we're drinking more because of our homebound situation, but I think you honestly drink this much when we perform regularly.
Can I tell you something? I don't. All right, so I do. I drink a lot because I enjoy drinking, but I enjoy being a social drinker, and I don't drink as much as I have been drinking at home. But I have saved a lot of money by not going out to bars all the time. Oh, breaking news! I am not wearing a bra. I decided
what more?
There was no need. I'm going to continue to live in my true self, which is braless, for all of you. So cheers to no bras. No, but I've been saving money, not going out drinking, but it's just like, just been drinking at home. Thankfully, I have a roommate, so we can drink together. If I was drinking alone, then it would be
I have a house full of men. I mean, it's like 4 gays and a cat. It's 4 men and a baby around here.
Right?
I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
Yes. Yeah,
because it's hot in here. It's like we took a turn for the spring here in New York. So
I love that people are really on the no bra kick. No bras, free the tatas. I think we should start that once we're able to leave our homes. How is your anxiety with all of this?
It's absolutely out of control. It's a day-by-day situation. Some days are better than others, but there was I don't remember what day of the week it was because I don't know what day of the week it is. But at some point
Saturday
in the past 4 or 5 days, I just had a day where I woke up, I had coffee, I considered my situation, and I just went back to bed. And I just started something. I started Tiger King at the top, and I watched it until it was done.
I haven't watched it yet because I have an issue with do they save the tigers?
That's what's the most frustrating thing. Being the most frustrating thing for me is that it's all about this feud between these two people, essentially. And animals more or less get ignored, which is just like
that's why I'm like,
that's a little problematic.
Yeah. But I had a dream last night.
Walk if you're going to stay in bed all day, which is what I chose to do.
Right. Yeah. I had a dream last night that this is absolutely true. That I took money from a man, and I don't think I was stealing it. I'm pretty sure I took it for a reason. And then he chased me.
That's still stealing it. That's still stealing it.
No, but in my dream, I was like, I'm taking it for like a strong purpose, but I don't remember what the purpose was. And he's chasing me through this maze, and then I jump in this pool, and I'm trying to swim away from him. And I woke up, and I looked it up. And the good thing is that if you take money in your dream, it means that you are understanding your self-worth, but which is hilarious.
Yeah.
The bad thing is that if you're being chased in a dream, you have full-on anxiety. I don't know why.
That makes perfect sense.
But I was looking up on Google because that's my health insurance plan at the moment. I'm sorry, Mom. I know it's horrible, but I don't have health insurance right now, so staying indoors.
The studio audience just laughed at you.
Right. So, but according to Google, to avoid panic attacks, you have to do daily breathing exercises. You have to limit your alcohol intake, and you have to avoid caffeine. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to stop drinking coffee because I'm addicted to it. And I'm not going to stop drinking during a pandemic, people. So okay. I thought, right? Like, so I'm just going to focus on the breathing part because I'm doing that naturally anyway. And I've tried meditating. I actually tried, a while back, I tried Oprah's 21-day meditation challenge because I thought, I've laid on my back, I've closed my eyes and pretended to care before, so like, this had to work, right? Namaste, everyone. Zephyr in the sky, at night I wonder, do my tears of mourning sink beneath the sun? She's got herself a universe gone quickly. Oh, the thunder threatens everyone. I feel like I just got home. I feel like I just got home. I feel. Deepak Chopra, that's Oprah's spiritual guide. He informed me during the meditation that I needed to inhale a deep breath and then I needed to take in my surroundings. And I looked across at the time, which is my studio apartment in Queens, and then I saw a litter box in the corner, and I thought to myself, this is not the same experience Oprah's having on her transcendental journey. No, she's probably on a private island somewhere meditating, and then she's going to bathe in liquid gold. Yeah, because Oprah one time made $13 million off of a Weight Watchers tweet. I'm trying to figure out if I save my points for margarita. Can I count the salt as vitamins? Any idea? Faster than the speeding light, trying to remember. She's got herself a little piece of heaven, waiting for a time when her shall be as long. And I feel like I just got home. I feel like I just got home. She's got herself a universe. She's got herself a universe. She's got herself a universe. I try to meditate, you guys. My mind is just filled with so many endless questions. Like, if this is the end of the world, will my student loans finally be forgiven? You know? Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? But you know, I'm thinking about
that's a little too dark. Student loan realness over here.
I mean, I think it's something we should discuss. But yeah, no, like, what are we gonna do?
I have to say something. I have to stop the narrative for a second. Are you sitting down singing like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Jeez. Can you, everyone out there watching, can you believe this woman is sitting in her room without a bra on, sitting and drinking and singing like that for you?
I curled my hair. I put on lashes. I did my face.
I mean, this is a show.
I just did not put a bra on. And I have to be honest, I'm like wearing sweatpants.
I'm wearing shorts that they're actually like they're not like terrible shorts. They're decently.
Oh yeah, because people want to see your shorts, so like show them off.
They're not sexy shorts. They're just shorts I had. Pants. Because pants are for days that we're not having a pandemic. You know what
I mean? Okay, wait.
And that song. Who knew that song was that gorgeous? Ray of
Fire. It's really stunning. Do you know what's a cover?
Yes, you told me that. You told me it was a cover.
And I have no idea like who. I feel bad because I don't know who originally sang it, but yeah.
The last time you talked about it, I Googled it, and of course I don't fucking remember, and I'm not going to.
Wait, so can we take a moment? I know that you're showing off the shorts, and it looks like people are loving it. Oh, I love you too, Mom. Thank you. Can we talk about Andrew Cuomo? If you're a New Yorker,
like you need to talk about Andrew Cuomo.
In the tri-state area, please leave a comment about whether or not that you currently, if you're like me, currently have a crush on Andrew Cuomo. Because I have to be honest, I probably shouldn't say like who I voted for, but I haven't always been the biggest Andrew Cuomo fan. But lately, like Matthew, yes, Matt, he is single. He broke up with Sandra Lee, the chef.
Is she a TV chef?
She's like I don't know if she's a chef or a baker or something. She's stunning. I love her too. I didn't
know there was a difference between a chef and a baker, but great.
I think there is.
Thank you, Danny. I see you, Danny. Thank you.
Is there a difference? We'll ask the crowd. Is there a difference between a chef and a baker?
You know these gays know the answer to that shit.
Right? Oh, wait. Should we talk about my show? Is this a good time to talk? We didn't talk about when I'm talking about my show.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about your show. Speaking of baking and doing things.
We're gonna go back to Andrew Cuomo in a minute. But
you want to run it? You want to run the tape? Roll the tape?
Well, hold on. Let's set it up. So because Vakaya has been so amazing to allow Brandon and I to do this tonight, and I'm thrilled that you're all watching. Thank you so much. Because a lot of us, we're not the only ones that have lost a lot of jobs in the coming months. A lot of artists, gigs. I mean, I know people that have like lost their jobs too. So it's like everyone, we're all in a hard place, and it was just absolutely incredible that Vakaya reached out to us asking us if we wanted to do this. And that's what I love about Vakaya. I mean, they're really about making sure that everyone's okay. It's like, you're supposed to they say you're supposed to put the thingy on on a plane.
Put your oxygen mask on first for helping people.
Vakaya, like they are so aware of everyone that comes on their vacations and all of the entertainers and everything, and they're just incredibly wonderful and great. I'm so grateful for them.
There was a moment on the river cruise in Europe where I was just like, what, this company really has to everybody needs to know about them. Everybody in the LGBT+ community. I mean, we're not even being paid to say this, trust me.
No, we're not. No. Randall was like, you don't know anything about Vakaya, and I was like,
but we want to, because we want this to keep happening.
Yeah, this is
an uncertain moment for a lot of industries, and I look forward to Vakaya coming on strong after this is over. So I'm really happy that we got invited to do this.
Yeah,
a lot of us.
But anyway, in our downtime, we're all trying to like figure out creative things. And the only reason why I would ever put on a bra was I started doing these, well, it's not necessarily a baking show, but it's like a baking and craft show. And I did an episode. You can watch. I've done 3 episodes so far.
Well, it's not either. It's a show about you. It's about you.
Oh yes.
It's about you taking this time to try things that you would otherwise never even.
Yeah. So, I did 1 episode and it went over really well. You can watch all the episodes on Instagram at It's Tori Scott, or on my entertainer page on Facebook at It's Tori Scott, which is separate from my like personal page. So that there, yes. And after the first episode, Brandon said, "Do you want a theme song?" And a friend of mine, my friend Ted Stevens, yeah, my friend Ted Stevens had reached out saying, "Do you want a graphic?" And I thought, well, if I'm getting a graphic, I'll get a theme song. So I like mumbled something in a phone, just being like, I'm thinking of this, blah, 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 blah. And Brandon put together a song. And so I've been learning iMovie, and I put together credits. And
it's a time for new special skills, Tori.
I thought maybe we would show you. And if you want to check out the full shows, 3 episodes so far, they're very short videos. Here we go. Theme by Brandon.
Here's the theme song. How about this?
The bars are closed and her days are canceled, and everyone's quarantined. But she's trying things, Tori tries
it. You sang that. You actually wrote that. I just gussied it out,
I mean, it was.
Tori tries it.
I sang it into an iPhone, the voice recorder thing. I was like, I don't know. I was hungover. I was like, I'm thinking,
You hungover? No.
Maybe we have a variety show like in our future, Brandon.
I think we have an online variety show now.
Right?
It's much easier to do this in my kitchen than it is to go down to Joe's pub.
I was thinking I would do another Judy if people wanted.
Oh, please do another Judy. I just got a text from Randall saying it's okay if we go a little late.
So. Oh, good. We just have a couple more. We just have about an hour more. No, I'm kidding. Like, we haven't talked to other people, and so
we're like, please tell us we're wonderful. Do the other Judy. Sing the other Judy.
No, but this I do want to dedicate this to Sandra Lee and Andrew Cuomo, just to go back to that for a second, because I feel like I'm so obsessed with Andrew Cuomo right now. I have like dad feelings towards him and husband feelings towards him, and so I obviously have some unresolved daddy issues that I have to come to terms with. But
you, girl. No one's saying it.
I broke up with Sandra Lee, or they broke up, probably mutual, because I think she's probably fantastic. They broke up in September, and I just wonder if right now, with his status, she's feeling a little this way. The night is bitter. The stars have lost their glitter. The winds grow colder, and suddenly you're older. And all because of the man that got away. No more his eager call. The writing's on the wall. The dreams you've dreamed have all gone astray. The man that won you has run off and undone you. That beginning has seen a final inning. Don't know what happened. It's all a crazy game. No more time thrill, for you've been through the mill. hope you'll burn up. Tomorrow he might turn up. There's just no let up. The livelong night and day. This is what we get. There's nothing sadder than one man woman looking for the man that got away. The man that got
The end is really like the drama.
I love the drama.
That's just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. You want to do another little song? Oh wait, I love that you put this. I have to say that Brandon is doing these amazing banners because I wasn't gonna do this. I don't know how to do that.
Well, there's this great thing called StreamYard.com, which when I saw the wonderful For the Actors Fund Rosie show, I was like, how is she doing this? And I thought it was like, excuse me, I'm burping my martini up. Very hot, right?
I'm on number 2.
My boyfriend made another one for me in the shaker and poured it for me because I have lucked out in the man department, but that's another story.
Well, that's why I knew to pour it into the full martini. I don't know full martini because I don't ever had you. I know I wasn't gonna have anyone to pour it for me.
Kaya is an over 18, over 21 group of people, right?
Good.
But what was I talking about?
Your production skill.
I was watching Rosie, and I was like, "What platform is she looking?" So I just Googled it, and apparently there's this thing called StreamYard, which is, I guess, I'm doing a shout out right now, which is what the platform we're using. And then wonderful Randall at Vakaya, I was like, "Randall, if you give me Vakaya assets, I can make this look like sober people did it."
Yeah. And again, it's always strange to kind of like throw out our virtual tip jars in a time, where everyone is sort of uneasy. But again, with artists, performers, there are a lot of people out there. Also, if you order food, I recommend tipping very well. But it's a hard time. So if you are able to, only if you are able to, we're doing this completely for you for free. But if you do feel the love of song and want to tip us, we are incredibly grateful. We really are.
Lee Cumberbatch says, "Geez, the fucking F word, really? Fuck me." Now that's funny. That's funny because it's ironic. It's a black wine or Chardonnay, We just got a request for the Ladies Who Lunch. I don't think we can take any requests tonight, but you're in luck because if you watch the Marie's group on Facebook, Marie's group is the Marie's Crisis group on Facebook. Marie's Crisis is a bar in New York. I'm sure most of you know it. It's in the West Village, and I've been playing piano there on and off for about 6 years. But we've been doing our shifts virtually on the internet, on the interwebs, on Facebook Live and on Instagram Live. So you can see me playing Ladies Who Lunch just about it's every Monday night and Friday night until we get back on our feet as a country. And then you can come see me in the Real Bar on Grove and 7th. I'll be there until I can't play there anymore. I really it's a side hustle, but it really is a family, and I really love playing there. But I'm gonna do one more song if that's all right with you, Miss Troy.
Good, Brandon.
Now what happened is I was supposed to release I made this album I made this album right here. That's me. Look at me in 2018. 2018. Called Not Too Late. You can actually stream this sucker on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you get your music. But I was supposed to release my it's actually an EP. It's only 5 tracks. I love it though. Please listen to it. I was supposed to release my first full-length solo album on May 28th. I think it was what they decided. But that has been postponed indefinitely because we can't finish it because we can't be in the studio together. So I'm hoping for June. June would be amazing. But I'm supposed to release a new album in 2020 by the powers called Bullet. And this next song is off of that album. So I'm going to sing that now as soon as if that's okay. All right, here we go. This is called The Stars. All right. Keep climbing, that's the only way to reach the stars, they said. Stop paying, 'cause they'll never get it all after you're dead. I'm running, and I won't stop. The train won't stop. Keep running until you reach the stars. You're working, look at you, you are so grown up, stupid boy. Stop lying, it's not cute on you, and everyone's annoyed. You're learning, and you won't stop. The words don't stop, keep lying until you reach the stars. And oh, there's no such thing as running out of time. There's no finish line. You're crying. It has been a while since you could make the tears. You're owning all the shit you let him carry for 3 years. Keep climbing, and you won't stop. The work won't stop. Keep working until you reach the stars. And oh, there's no such thing as running out of time. There's no keeping time. And oh, the only thing that matters is the pain. The stars, they stay the same. I'm hoping I can find a way to be happy in this frame. I'm changing, and the best part is it's pointless placing blame. Keep climbing, and time won't stop, 'cause time's not real. Keep climbing, reach out and grab the stars. That's it. My boyfriend's clapping in the other room.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's a weird quirk. It's quirk pop. It's my brand.
I love it. I can't wait to finally release it.
Bullet. It's gonna come out. Oh, God willing, it's gonna come out in June. Now it was supposed to come out late May, but there's just no way we can. I mean, the thing about it is there's no way we can finish it because we can't be like. Like I finished writing it. We finished a lot of the tracking, but I can't be in the same room as my producer. Right. My co-producer for a month or so because it's just slowed down. There's no photography. There's just a lot of shit goes into making an album, so it's at least slowed down for a month. I'm hoping. Yeah. But
I will also say to everyone, I don't know when this is going to happen, but Brandon wrote me a song, and it's very not the jingle you heard earlier. He wrote
her. I was walking down 8th Avenue, and I was walking up 8th Avenue. Never forget it because I was passing that Gristedes. And I was like, I came up with this hook and I was like, oh, this is a great pop song. I should write it down when I get home. And then I thought, oh, no, this is a good song for a voice like Tori Scott's. So, yeah, I wrote you a song.
I'm so thrilled. So we have put down the initial track and just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to sound technical. They're going to do like a little this and a little that. And
well, I mean, the same engineer that I'm working with on my album is the engineer on your track. And well, what I want to happen, my dream, because I've produced a number of things. I produced both of Trixie Mattel's first albums. One of them went to #1. I've been very lucky to work on some really cool music in the past couple of years. So one of my dreams is for you to have a full-length, amazing vocal album. And I think everyone watching could agree that this woman deserves to have an album that is are built around her voice.
One day.
Some of its covers, it's gonna happen for you because I'm gonna make it happen for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a tough world out there. We've run over a little bit, but I have two more. Do you think I can
run over? But Randall's been texting me because that's the world we live in, and he's going to go for it. So as long as all of you are happy for us to keep going, we're gonna keep going.
Wait, I'm just gonna pour a little more martini. Listen, you guys.
I'm drunk.
I'm getting drunk. I have to be honest with you. I'm a little stressed because I think I used too much vodka for these martinis. Because no. I mean, I made two. They're dirty martinis, so I can only drink this vodka as the martini right now. But our liquor store's closed.
What?
Yes. So it says
Drizzly. Do you know about Drizzly?
So Drizzly, I feel like, I don't know, like all of these deliveries, it's so much more expensive. But
Drizzly's the same, right?
Really? Okay. Lee, it's almost 2 a.m. here. Lee, my goodness, 2 a.m.
Where are you, Lee?
I wonder who you're gonna dream of when you go to sleep.
Not Andrew Cuomo, but
which way do I do it? This way. Damn. I'll dream of Andrew Cuomo.
I mean, everyone in the Vakaya family, you have an assignment. It's let's make first. Okay, a couple of it's a multi-tiered assignment. Let's make Tori Scott's album happen somehow, and let's find her a top. All right. She needs a top.
I know. A friend of mine, of course, a gay friend, told me not too long ago, he was like, you need a Sid Luft. You need a Sid Luft. So if you know the Judy Garland story, Judy married pretty much all gay men. And then the one, I don't know, the one man that she apparently had the longest relationship with, I think, was Sid Luft.
Lorna Luft's dad.
Lorna and Joey.
Yeah.
But he was not great, and he wasn't good to her, but they did have a moment where it was good, and they did A Star Is Born, and so I need a Sid Luft, but minus the gambling addiction.
Right.
That would be good. It's also, this next song I want to sing, I just wanted to sing it because I'm so grateful for all of you for watching this, because I know that a lot of us have gone without.
Give yourselves a hand at home.
Right. Cheers to everyone watching. Thank you. Oh, Tori, what are your somebody asked Tori, what are your other requirements? Just a job.
Emily Joyce is a friend and student of mine, and she is.
Emily, they need to have a job. They've got to be, I don't know, they've got to be between the ages of 36 and 58. Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey, a 60 is the new 20.
You need, although unless they're Andrew Cuomo, and I don't care how old he is, and they have to be an ally to the LGBT community, and they have to like my singing, and they need breathing.
Really?
Breathing. And he needs to be able to get it up. So
I've had too much vodka.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
somehow it's your fault, Tori. Somehow.
I'm gonna bring it down a little bit because I just it's been so incredible. I'm not kidding. I was so excited to curl my hair and do makeup and work tonight. Because it's been unsettling and unsure, and we're all in it together, which makes it feel like we can get through this. But I just am grateful for all of you. So I wanted to, this is a little Brandi Carlile. If you don't know Brandi Carlile, look her up. But I do want to do a special dedication to all of the people working in hospitals. My sister is a nurse in Oklahoma, and I know that she's working hard and is constantly sending us updates, and it hasn't really even, I don't know, I feel like they haven't even gotten the brunt of it yet. So she's just getting prepared and ready. So I think everyone that is working those front lines, and even the people that are going to deliver me booze tomorrow, I'm grateful for them. Everyone out there working and
yes.
putting at risk. And, Wait.
I love you, Tori Scott. You're the best.
I'm sorry. Jacob Roper Olson, just hashtag Jessica Mark, which is a Love is Blind hashtag. Jessica is crazy, Jacob.
Of course, Jacob does a Love
We're
is
not going to dedicate this to them, but I want to dedicate this to you guys. And
he's trying to get us to digress.
Right. To all of the nurses and doctors and people that are cleaning the hospitals and delivering things and working in the grocery stores, all of that. So I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything if you've got no one to tell them to. It's true. I was made for you. I climbed across the mountaintops, swam across the ocean blue. I crossed the lands, I broke all the rules. Baby, I broke them all. Because even when I was broke, it made me feel like $1,000,000. You do. I was made for you. You see the smile that's on my mouth, hide the words that don't come out. All of my friends, they think I'm blessed. They don't know my head is a mess. Now they don't know who I really am. And they don't know what I've been through like you do. I was made for you. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. Oh, but these stories don't mean anything if you've got no one to tell them to. It's true. I was made for you. Oh yes, it's true. I was made for you.
Wait, hang on a second. I decided to ditch.
Yes.
You are you're a voice of the ages, I gotta say. Like, I think that people will, the way they talked about other cabaret entertainers, they'll talk about Tori Scott.
Oh my God. I'm already trying not to cry because I've had just enough vodka to make me emotional.
I had a lot of vodka, more vodka than I mean, here's the thing. I've had 2 martinis, but I know that martinis are they're real. They're big kid drinks. So.
No, they are. They're adult drinks. They'll put hair on your chest.
One of my not if I shave it off. One of my favorite things that I saw commented was, "Will the basketball court be open after the performance?" Craig Larson wins. Oh, Craig Larson, he did it. Oh, asking for a friend. Craig, sure, asking for a friend. Yeah.
I know. That's what's so crazy is afterwards, especially on the Vakaya ship, on all cruises, and we perform all over the place. We performed in P-Town together, and I perform in Rehoboth Beach, hopefully again this summer with Nate Buccieri. You might know Nate, the lovely Nate Buccieri. I have very lucky neighbors.
Miracle and Lovely as well.
But usually that afterwards we go back, even at Joe's Pub. Again, if you're in New York or if you're around New York, I usually perform at Joe's Pub. I have a show on the calendar for June 23rd. For Pride. I don't know what's happening with Pride in New York. So, please follow both me and Brandon.
Oh, we need Pride in New York. We have
socials. But if you're in New York or the New York area, you can find me often at Pub. But all those places, so like cruises, concerts, whatever we're doing afterwards, we usually like wind down a little bit, and we go off and drink somewhere. Or on the cruises, Vakaya cruise, they would go to the basketball court, which I never went to.
Don't lie to us, Tori Scott. Don't lie to us.
I've been to the Meat Rack in Fire Island. I've been to the Dick Dock in P-Town, and I've been to normal Dick Deck on a cruise. But I never went to the basketball court because it felt like
I would love to say that I didn't go, but I totally strolled by one night to see what was going on. But I didn't take it. Maybe I should have. Who knows? Also, are you still not wearing a bra?
No, I'm never going to wear a bra again. And I do want to say that there have been lovely comments and like people saying, I hope your windows are open. I hope your neighbors appreciate it. I don't know if my neighbors appreciate it. They, for the most part, have the ones downstairs have been kind of kind. They had a big party one night at like 3 a.m. And I thought that was going to be my life. So I hope they're enjoying it. The neighbors upstairs, maybe. Oh, Tony Beninelli was here. Oh, it's so lovely. Thank you all so much.
Love from our Vakaya family tonight. You guys are just the loveliest.
Yeah, I want to close out with a song that I've actually never done before. Brandon, what do you think? I should do it. Right?
Let's do it. Let's totally do it. Let me figure out what I'm doing here.
I've never
and play at the same time, so it's
I've never done it before. It's from Ragtime. Terrence McNally died this week, and he was the book writer on Ragtime. I mean, among everything else imaginable.
Wow, he brought the queer story. He brought the gay male story, at least the gay story to the Broadway stage. I mean, he wrote Love, Valor, Compassion, and Some Men, and I mean the books to The Full Monty and The Rink and Ragtime. And he was a hero of mine. I actually met him a couple times.
Oh,
and I mean we weren't personally close or anything like that, but the theater will miss him. He did die of COVID related complications, which is
yeah. He had lung cancer. So he only had one working lung.
He had COPD.
Yeah,
and it was complicated by COVID.
Yeah. There is a great documentary. Jesse Kissel, who is another MD of mine. He does all my arrangements here in New York. He worked with Terrence on The Visit with Chita Rivera and John Kander, and was a good friend of his. And Terrence was a very supportive person in the community. It's a huge loss. And it's just also makes it all very real somehow. So I wanted to do this song to close out tonight. We're so grateful for all of you for being here. I've never done this song before, so I'm going to be looking at lyrics. But I just felt like there's a documentary called Every Act of Life.
There it is. Yeah.
Every Act of Life. Yes, it's on. I know I've had so much vodka. I'm getting off track. But
it's all your fault somehow.
I believe Every Act of Life is on Amazon Prime, or stream it, pay for it. It is an absolutely stunning documentary about his life. And one of the things they mention is in the creation of Ragtime, he really strongly convinced Aarons and Flaherty, who wrote the music, to do this number, this 11, I guess, is it considered an 11 o'clock number, Brandon? But it was a number needed from Mother. He actually co-wrote the lyrics to the song. So it's oh God.
Here we go.
Okay, ready? was a time our happiness seemed never ending. I was so sure that where we were headed was right. Our little road, with never a crossroad unbending. Our little road, with never a crossroad inside. Back in the days when we spoke in civilized voices, women in white who would sturdy young men at the oar. Back in the days when I let you make all my choices, we can never go back to before. There was a time my feet were so solidly planted, you would sail away while I turned my back to the sea. I was content, a princess asleep and enchanted. I was content. If you had dreams, you dreamed them for me. Back in the days when everything seemed so much clearer, women in white who knew what their lives held in store. Where are they now? Who stared from the mirror? We can never go back to before. There are people out there unafraid of revealing that they might have a feeling, but they might have been wrong. There are people out there unafraid to feel sorrow, unafraid of tomorrow, unafraid to be weak, unafraid to be strong. There was a time when you were the person in motion. I was your wife. It never occurred to one more. You were my star, my moon, my stars, and my ocean. We can never go back to before. We can never go back to
I'm kind of crying, I have to admit. I'm crying off my
I missed some of the lyrics, but I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much.
I'm grateful for all of you too. Where's the after party?
I know.
I wish. The after party is every single event that I can plan for the rest of the year. Every time, like, you know, I'm there. Every time Bakaya does anything. Sometimes I'll let a cat out of the bag. Who knows? Sometimes I'm not officially booked on a vacation as an entertainer, but I clear it anyway, just in case I get booked on it, because I'm not booking anything else, because I'm coming with you guys wherever the hell we are. What a great night. Tori Scott, everybody.
Gwen and James Gwen.
Clap at your house. Why not?
You guys are amazing.
Sharon, your voice sounds amazing. This is what, you know, I'm talking to you.
Mine?
Yes, you. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to but you?
Oh no, my lash is falling off.
Oh, I started crying because of that. Was so good. It really was so good. I'm a little verklempt.
Oh, I know. Like I wish I have to really detach myself from songs I don't know very well, but I really had to detach myself from that one because I was I was gonna cry. So I'm just grateful.
The music asks you to, you know, like when I was in grad school, we used to talk about what the music's asking you, what the lyrics asking you, and that's one of those songs. The music is really asking you to go there. I have to say this before we continue, though, because this is just the beginning of a series, Tori. And that next week, which is April 4th, Sister Helen Holy is going to be doing a Vakaya Saturday night spotlight. I'm too drunk to say Saturday night spotlight, but this is a Vakaya Saturday night spotlight. And the next one is Sister Helen Holy, which is just going to be, I think it's going to be very informative. I think we're all going to think about what we've done. And I'm really excited about it. It's going to be, it's April 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Which is next Saturday. That's 7 days from now.
And I mean, we went over an out like half. We went over 35 minutes.
I know. I'm so sorry.
You stuck with us. You stuck with us. We asked.
We haven't had a lot of interaction.
We don't know people right now. Wait. Thank you from Canada. Your tips are in the tip jar. Yeah.
Thank you, Canada.
Canada. Oh my God, you guys are just the best. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. I don't want to sign off. Oh my God, Shannon. And agreed. Shannon Coker. There she is. We got.
Oh my God, Joe Wagner's on.
Everybody's here. This is really quite something. I'm to be here.
Somebody says I have enough wine for another hour. Amazing.
Oh, well, I have enough wine. We should on a high shelf because my boyfriend's short, and we're gonna find it so that we.
Oh my God.
At that joke. Oh, and that's our pizza. This is perfect timing. Oh my God, Tori, I love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Kaya families, tune back in next week for Sister Helen Holy. It's gonna be fabulous. I can't wait because you know who that really is. You know who that is. So it's going to be fantastic. I love you, Tori. One last cheers.
I love you, Brandon. Cheers to everyone. Thank you all so much for watching.
Build a house inside of your voice and live in it. I would be very happy. So I love you all. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Great evening. Mwah, mwah. Be well. Be healthy. Good night, guys.
Love you.